I started doing research on for a school paper and learning about vegetarianism. Actually, world hunger was my subject. I was researching and learned about how vegetarianism could be a benefit. I started my blog, Vegan Appetite, in 2000, I think it was 2005. But so that's how I started. I started doing my blog then and discovering that I like to record my recipes and have a record of them. After that, I started testing for other cookbook authors.
The good authors have a group of people that test the recipe and they work out all the kinks.
A team of people who actually give them honest feedback as far as if the recipe works, if it tastes good, if it looks good, if the yield's accurate, all that kind of stuff. If the process makes sense. And one of those cookbook authors, Robin Robertson, her husband actually had a publishing company that he was starting up. Because I tested for Robin and they knew how I cooked and how I thought. He said, hey, have you ever thought about writing a cookbook? And I said, well, yeah, I have, but I wasn't thinking I'd do it this soon. But the opportunity came up, so I just jumped for it and I went for it. I was hoping to write a book in about 5 years, but when I had this opportunity, I took it and went to work on the book.
That book is it's like a comfort food. It's taking American comfort food and making it accessible to vegans. This isn't a money thing for you.
No, it's a veganism thing.
Right.
It's just being able to spread the word and let other people know that vegan cooking is incredible, that you don't need to eat meat, even if you do it once a week, one meal a week. It's better for you, for the planet, for the animals, for everybody.
So what happened was Tam's first publisher had the option of rejecting the book idea. He rejected this book idea. Book Pubco said sure. In the meantime, Book Pubco didn't have an option for another book idea, which meant that this book idea that Tam had, Vegan Sandwiches Save the Day, was picked up by Fairwinds, and I mean, the pictures in here are just, are just crazy. I mean, it's like a Food Network book, So the option of being able to work with a publisher that had, that kind of muscle, and was willing to put that kind of money into the photography, was a real enticement. And so you hooked up.
Photos are what sell the book.
Yeah, photos sell everything.
That's what sells the book. There's no question. I first went vegetarian because we were eating at a KFC and I was having a fried chicken sandwich. Took a bite and I realized that I was eating flesh. It was the skin on the chicken and it freaked me out. And that was the last time I ate meat because I realized, I said, I'm never going to let another animal die. We were vegetarian until 2004. We'd have periods we were vegan, but I wouldn't say we were committed to veganism until 2004.
Really, we were just kind of having cheese on occasion, and pizza, and we just thought.
We just said, why? Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Why are we still contributing to the whole thing? We really don't need to eat the dairy and the eggs, and that's when we really went hardcore vegan and stayed that way. We didn't want animals to suffer in order for us to survive. Did you want to go to Forks Over Knives?
Yes, I did want to mention that there is Forks Over Knives was done by a doctor from the Cleveland Clinic and a scientist from the West Coast, and they did independent studies about some of the myths of protein. The meat industry wants people to think protein equals meat. The dairy industry wants you to think calcium equals milk. Those are myths, and very well marketed myths.
Cookbook, the website, lots of information, and lots of recipes. So it's a great resource.